Formula One has now become the latest sport involved in the sport sexism row after Axing. It's grid girls. These are the girls that walk around with the drivers, all looking very glamorous. And this was after the walk-on girls were banned from darts earlier this week. So one by one, people are having this reaction saying, well, maybe we shouldn't have these either. What's it going to be next? You've got walk-on girls in boxing, of course, Janet, all sorts of sports.
Girls, yes.
Card girls. What do you think? You know, now it's Formula One, and there's a lot of girls there who earn a good living doing this, who all say they love their job.
Our very own Katie Price was one.
Katie Price, Melinda Messenger was a grid girl, Kelly Brook was a grid girl, and in fact we spoke to Kelly on Monday, who said she had the best time. She was flown all over the world in business class. They were well looked after. She loved her job. She said she was never sexually harassed by anybody, and she had a fabulous time. And these girls are now out of work.
It's really hard, isn't it? Because on one hand, I feel like, you know, good for them. Maybe they're trying to achieve a whole new generation of people where you don't feel like women have to be paraded for entertainment. But on the other side, I feel like these women are being punished for doing something that they really enjoy. There is no... Just because you wear a skimpy outfit or a bikini or a bra and knickers doesn't mean anyone has the right to touch you or say anything inappropriate or do anything inappropriate. But you do as a
But they're not even really saying that. They're just saying, you know, times are changing. We're living in a different era. And a lot of on Formula One, they're saying this isn't appropriate with our brand image. So they're all thinking now, actually, is this the right image for our brand? Is this the right image we want to portray? That we need semi-naked females.
So they will use the semi-naked females when it is promoting their brand, but when it isn't, they'll just throw them away like they're nothing. I mean, I find that really ridiculous.
But what skills do you need to do for that job?
But who cares what if you enjoy it? If you love your job, you never work a day in your life. I'd rather enjoy my job than...
I'm for jobs. I'm for women having jobs where they're employed for their brains and for their skills and not for what's out there outside packaging, because you could say it's a very discriminatory job because all sorts of women wouldn't qualify to be card girls or girls that go on between darts, things like that. Aren't they just there as objects for men to leer at? I mean, explain to me what their skills are, holding an umbrella, but they only want a certain kind of girl to hold an umbrella.
It's their choice, but if they want
it's their choice. Nobody's coerced. I mean, the President's Club event, which was this men-only event, this is where all this started, is that there were accusations of sexual harassment, and that is wrong, you know. But the issue was the sexual harassment, not that the girls wanted to do the job. Nobody was blaming the girls for wanting to do the job.
And then is it not just unbelievably old-fashioned? I feel like we're in a time warp of the 70s.
Then you'd have to take it away from everything, though.
No, but I think,
you don't need brains to be a model. You don't need brains to walk the catwalk. You know,
no, but that's not what I'm saying. The thing is, I think if you want to do that, well, then good on them, and I don't believe in banning anything. But I think what these brands are trying to do, and yes, they could be just called, oh, they're just doing this to get the right publicity. But I think we're just trying to change our attitudes, aren't we, in the way that we see women. That is an objectification.
But they're all doing it after.
Yeah, but Stacey, let's take racing, Formula One racing. I mean, there are some women racing drivers at the highest level now. And in boxing, we've got a female, you know, world champion. So why should all these sports be the kind of sports that have to be packaged with a load of women in skimpy outfits?
Why can't you have both? Men? Yeah, why can't you have both? Why can't you have female, you know, racing car drivers and female boxers and have women that enjoy putting on a skimpy outfit and walking around with a card?
Why can't you have both? Flesh be part of a sporting activity, because it is a highly skilled thing, racing a car at this level, or, you know, even playing darts at World Championship level. It takes a huge amount of skill. So why has it got to be sold to the audience with women wearing very little clothes?
The problem is that, first of all, if darts are that worried about it, why don't women and men play together? Because I'm assuming that there's no physical difference between the two in that game. And second of all, it's not the problem of objectifying women. I see where you're coming from. The problem for me is that this company had no issue with inviting these women in and giving them the job and allowing them
have changed, and maybe.
But they don't.
But
They
these
do, and they
people
don't. They
love
don't.
them.
They're trying to change the way that we are seeing this, and I think it's a move forward. I mean, my daughter will often say to me, you know, my youngest, and say, "Why has that girl just got her pants on?" And you think, well, oh, when you actually have to explain it, it's like, well, why has she just got her pants on? This isn't just about sexual abuse. This isn't necessarily about that. It's about us trying to change the attitudes that women don't have to be ogled to be present.
Are you saying, but if we transfer this to supermarkets, there's a supermarket war going on at the moment between the major brands. So do you think it's OK then for them to say to the women on the checkout, would you mind wearing skimpy overalls because we want to sell more toilet rolls?
No.
Or we want our brand to, you know, you can't have a double standard.
No, only if they insisted, yes. But if there was one of those girls on that till said, do you know what, I love sitting in my bra top, I feel very comfortable, why not?
Yeah, but I would question why a girl is. That's the conditioning as we're growing up. To go, actually, I want to do this because then by being objectified, I feel really good about myself. That's hundreds of years of
But some women like that. Some women enjoy men and women looking at them. They physically, it makes them feel great.
I don't mind that, and I think however anybody wants to dress, but I think these brands are trying to move with the times. It's just a bit 70s for me.
Yes.
And I think for us to turn around and damn them for trying to change with the times, I think that's wrong, because we talk about this all the time on this show.
Essentially, they're taking the jobs away and saying to them,
Very
you can't
few
be this,
jobs
even though
in
you
the
want to do
global
it.
They're
scheme of
models,
things.
and they will do modelling work other places. This is one job in their
But then
year.
is modelling
Are they all gonna
objectifying
go?
women?
Because modelling, they're selling clothes. To just have a woman to just parade
How
on.
are they selling clothes? In a sexualised manner. It's exactly
Not necessarily.
the same. Well, I mean, if you're going to be the glamour model, it's essentially the same thing as going up and being the racing
So what
car.
about billboards with male actors or pop stars in their pants?
Hate it. I don't want to see. I don't want to see their
nobody was
pants.
I don't want to see
Nobody was outraged and offended, were they?
I personally find the image of David Beckham in his, you know, with
Bursting out of his pants is a bit off-putting.
But
it's a bit undignified.
But nobody was banning it. Yeah, there were people saying, "Oh, I not really want to watch, look at that over my breakfast."
Or Chip and Dale's.
This is motor race Formula One taking a tiny step into the 21st century.
Exactly. Give me 5, Janet. Yay!